Up next, I'll take a look at Logitech's Keys to Go 2 and MX Anywhere 3S mouse for the iPad and Mac. So sometimes you just want a portable keyboard and more compact mouse for traveling. You just want to throw it in your bag and have it not take up too much space in that bag or backpack. And that's because sometimes I want more of a desktop experience that a laptop's attached keyboard and trackpad or the Magic Keyboard on an iPad just don't offer. And I think Logitech has you covered with the Keys to Go 2 for iPad and Mac, as well as the MX Anywhere 3S mouse. So I'm excited to set these up and get them attached to my iPad, because that's typically what I usually bring when I travel, is my iPad, unless it's for work, and then I'll bring my laptop. But when I'm personally traveling, I try to just bring my iPad because it's a smaller form factor. And although I do have a Magic Keyboard and I do enjoy using it, again, sometimes I just want a mouse and a separate keyboard, and I want to feel like I have my desktop on the go. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and unbox these. So let's go ahead and start with the Keys to Go. This is the Keys to Go for iPad, and as you can see, it says iPad OS, iOS, and Mac OS. So you can use it with any of your iDevice or Mac device. It's Bluetooth. As you can see, it's very compact. This one says for iPad, so they do have another version of this on the market as well, and it covers everything. If you have Mac or iPad OS compatible devices, if you have Windows, if you have Chromebook, Android, they have that version if you have a bunch of devices you want to pair this up with. I'm all Apple, and I personally don't like all the little symbols on the keys. Just give me my command key on there without the Windows symbol or any other symbols, and I'm good. So I wanted a more cleaner aesthetic, so I picked up the one specifically for iPad and Mac, just because that's the entirety of my ecosystem at home. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Again, Logitech Keys to Go for iPad, and there's the back. Ultra slim, lightweight, and it has a portable cover too, so you can just fold it with the cover on top, stick it in your bag. You don't have to worry about the keys getting depressed or them getting smushed in the bag. So let's go ahead and open this up. Looks like there's some tape there. And that is a cool little portable keyboard. And you get the literature. So yeah, that is a cool little portable keyboard. You got the Logi symbol there, foldable. Feels like the same material almost as what's on the Magic Keyboard for the iPad, but a little bit more smoother, not as grippy. We'll see how this wears over time. And again, portable cover. If you want to use the keyboard, you just lift this up and fold it over. You have a on and off switch there, LED status light, and this is the tab to pull. So this is battery operated. I believe it takes those button cells that you use for your watch, key alarm, home, smart home devices, the little button batteries that you have to swap out. So this is why this tab's here. As soon as I pull it, it's going to engage the battery so that I can start using this. And then there's two screws here where you can change the batteries. So you remove those two screws, pull the panel off, you can put new fresh batteries in there, and then you're ready to go again. So there's not a lithium battery in here that you can recharge. It would have been nice if they would have had that, but no, it is actual batteries. I don't believe that I've seen any rechargeable button cell batteries. So as long as you buy and have a supply of batteries, you should be fine. And those are easy enough to find. If you're traveling, if it goes dead, you need new batteries, you can probably pick them up at any convenience store or hardware store, wherever. So you know what, I'm not gonna pull that tab just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the mouse first. And this is the MX Anywhere 3S mouse for Mac, and I have a MX 3S mouse that I have for my Mac, which is a lot larger than this. I really like that mouse. I don't like sticking it in my bag. It takes up a lot of room, and I'm worried that it you know, moving around in there. If I don't have it in a separate compartment, that it might damage it. So I got this one specifically because this should be smaller and it should fit in a pocket in my bag or backpack. So again, this is MX Anywhere 3S mouse for Mac, Master Series. It's for Mac and iPad OS. Again, Bluetooth mouse, and I hope it's a really small, nice form factor. We got compact performance with quiet clicks and an 8K DPI sensor, which should allow you to track your mouse on glass. So that new sensor is going to come in handy. Recently I was at a hotel and the desk I was using had a glass top, and I had a Magic Mouse and it just wouldn't track. I had to find a piece of paper because who has mouse pads these days? And I had to use that so I could use my mouse, and it wasn't a very good experience. I think I just went back to using the trackpad after that on my Magic Keyboard with my iPad. So that's going to be great to be able to track on just about any surface, including glass. Max speed scroll wheel, and if you have a Logitech Master Series mouse, you know how convenient it is to have that max speed scroll wheel. Go anywhere comfort, speed up your workflow, and precise and ultra fast on any surface. Again, referencing the 8000 DPI sensor. Let's go ahead and open this up. And there is the small Logitech MX 3S mouse. Nice small form factor, I'm liking that. And they also give you a USB-C cable and some literature. So this is a cool setup here. You got the Logitech keys to go keyboard. You have your mouse. I'm going to go ahead and set these up on the iPad. And right now I have the iPad and the Magic Keyboard, and the Magic Keyboard again is great for most instances, but sometimes I just want the feel of a desktop, and sometimes I want a mouse instead of a trackpad. Let's go ahead and take this out of here. And then one of the things I do bring on travel sometimes is this stand, and this one is from Ugreen, and it's a nice stand that I use for my iPad. And you can set it up like that. One thing I like about this stand is I don't have to worry about the magnet placement on it with some of the past stands I had for my previous MacBook. This one, you can just place it on there and it'll work for any tablet or iOS device you have. So we set the iPad there. Now it's kind of feeling like a mini Mac almost. Let's go ahead and pair these things up. So first we're going to remove the tab. So as soon as I pull the tab, you can see the light blinking, and it's blinking on one of the 3 lighter keys here. And what's great about these keys is you can pair it with up to 3 devices. So I can pair this with my Mac, I can pair this with my iPad, I can pair it with my iPhone, I can pair it with my Vision Pro if I want. 3 different devices. So for me, it's probably going to be iPad first, Vision Pro second, and then third will be a Mac, or maybe I'll pair my phone with it because I have a great keyboard already attached to my Mac. So the blinking light means pairing mode. So let's go ahead and go into my iPad, go into settings. So as you see under Bluetooth, the keys to go actually is already showing up here to pair. You hit it, and then it wants you to enter the code on here, 628164, hit return, and there it is. You can see it says keys to go connected, and now it's paired. So you can do things like Command Tab, as you can see I'm doing here, so you can go through open apps that you might have. So that works, as well as Command Shift Tab will go back through your available apps. Go back to the home screen, and let's see. Let's do a quick note taking. Let's go to UNote. See how easy it is to type on the keys to go 2 for iPad. So keys feel really good. It's a smaller keyboard. Might have to get a little used to the more compact size. I'm used to typing mostly on a larger keyboard. So we have a full set of function keys up here, which is great. Kind of have this square, which is kind of like a home button. Again, you can pick which device on these 3. You can lower the display brightness on here as well. You can bring up your dock there if you want, and then it'll switch. Got the emoji keyboard, got a screenshot keyboard next to that, play and pause. You can mute it, lower the volume, or increase the volume. And then you have a button here to put you in do not disturb mode. So you can see on the iPad, get the little moon, means do not disturb, leave me alone, and you can take it right off. You know, full set of keys doesn't have a number keypad obviously, but again, the control option and command key are all there. There's no window key or any other alt key. These are all the familiar Apple device keys that you would need. And when you're done, if you want to take this on the go, be sure to turn it off, preserve that battery. Then you can close it up, toss this small tiny thing in your bag. Look how small that is. Look how small that is. I mean, it's a small keyboard. It's really cool. And this is the mouse. So let's go ahead and connect the mouse to my iPad. So let's go ahead and turn it on. First we have to remove the sticker. And hopefully there's juice on here. I mean, I guess we'll see. Okay, it's lighting up. So this is a nice compact mouse. You can see it popped up, MX Anywhere 3S mouse. We're gonna click that. And we're gonna hit pair. And now it's connected. So now, as you can see, there's my cursor for the iPad. And that mouse works well. And let's take a look at the mouse. You have a USB-C port on the front. So unlike the Magic Mouse, you can use this while it's charging. Nice slick pads on the bottom so that it glides really easily on a desktop or any other surface. There's your little laser there. And then with this one too, you can pick 3 different devices. You can see there's 1, 2, 3. One is lit up. You can click that and then start pairing it with a second device, and then click it again and third device. So this is primarily going to be used with my iPad. So it's on one. Again, I might connect it to other devices as well. On the side here, you have 2 buttons. So the downside with having the Logitech keyboard and mice, especially this mouse or any other like Master Series mouse, is currently, as far as I know, there is no Logi Options app for the iPad. So a lot of the advanced functionality you won't have. You'll have left and right click. You can use the scroll wheel, as you can see. Right now it's the clicks on here. You press this button and it's free scroll wheel, and that thing flies. You can just let it go. It feels like it's weighted. So good basic mouse. Unfortunately, again, you won't get the use of the 2 other utility buttons unless you're on a Mac. You can set it up in the Logi Options app. Hopefully, Logitech will find a way to bring the Logi Options app to iOS or iPad OS so that we can use those buttons. So for me, this is a great portable keyboard and mouse setup that you can bring when you travel or on the go. I still can't get over how thin that is and compact that is. And it's nice that it has a cover as well. There's a little tab there, so you can open it up, swing that around. Now you can set that on. Look, that is small, that is tiny. That's a cool set. Great for travel. I can just toss this in the bag, throw this in a pocket in my backpack, and just throw this in with the iPad if I need to. So great set. I recommend it. Even the short amount of uses I had, Logitech usually has great accessories, and I'm no doubt that these are going to be no different. And that's going to do for this one. I'd like to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below. If you travel with your iPad Pro and have a Magic Keyboard, is that good enough for all your needs? Or do sometimes maybe you'd like to have or prefer more of a desktop experience when traveling with a separate keyboard and mouse? Let me know what your favorite setup and combination is. Again, I'd like to hear from you. And if you found this video at all useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and tapping the bell to get notified when I post new content. And until the next one, please take care and be safe out there.